very, very much. Cheers. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lovely.
It just went dead quiet, and I thought, am I dead, am I alive? I wasn't sure.
They said, you've got 6 months to live or we amputate.
People know, and I tried to jump out a window.
I don't want pity.
Golf is all I do. I live, eat and breathe golf.
Welcome to the G4D Tour Series Finale at the DP World Tour Championship, the final event of the season for the best disabled golfers in the world. And the 2024 season has been nothing short of sensation.
Look at the way that I do it so good. Look at the way that I do what I should. Look at the way that I got you amazed. You should see the look on your face. Look at the way that I bang with the bass. Look at the way that I'm running the place. Look at the way that I'm keeping the pace. You see the smoke, well look at the flames. I see the look in your eyes. It be the look of surprise. That's just a part of the game. You gotta look for the prize. Look at the way that we ain't gonna fall. Look at the way that we all gonna rise. Look at the way that I answer the call. Look at the way that I handle the lights. Look at the way that I ride. Look at the way that I roll. Look at the way that I'm live. Look at the way that I'm low.
And now we go again one last time to crown 2 more champions.
Who signed your hat?
I've had Tommy Fleetwood, Billy Horschel, Minwoo Lee. Who else have I seen? There's John Rahm from when we were in Spain.
There's definitely a celebratory feel around every G4D event. Everybody is there to do as well as they possibly can. And probably the top 4 or 5 are there to win the tournament.
Video out already. Hey, buddy.
Everybody is delighted that there is attention on this now and there is broadcast coverage of it now. Where we want to get to is we want to get to the point where there is so much media attention on these tournaments that you know, maybe the gratitude sort of falls away a bit and there's a sort of increased sense of, well yeah, of course we deserve to be on TV because this is top level stuff.
So am I looking that way or that way? The shopping centre we went to yesterday was just, I ended up probably spending $700 just on golf shirts. I reckon I'd be in the Guinness World Records. I didn't like the fried egg I had in the bunker before that.
People call you Spud as well?
Yeah, that's, that comes from living on potato or potato chips.
Well, everybody loves Stephen Alderson, don't they?
There's a look for you.
He's just such a likeable character and he's emerged in the last couple of years, and I think he's almost a flag bearer, I would say, for people with autism playing golf.
Don't be a tool when you become a celebrity.
I think have tended to associate disability golf with physical disabilities, people missing limbs or wheelchair user. But Stephen's come along and shown that people with autism can A, play golf, but B, play golf incredibly well. He's a fantastic golfer.
Oh, it's so proud. Just growing up as a kid, just being bullied all the time at school and even bullied at other golf clubs. It just means the world. So awesome. As soon as that interview went to air, my life's just changed dramatically. Like, I'm trying to be the same person, but it's different when people come up and they run after you in a car park and want to know how you are, and they tell you how they've got kids with autism and I've inspired their families.
Well, it might be the high life for Stephen now, but it hasn't always been that way. Especially because his autism wasn't diagnosed until much later in his life.
I didn't get diagnosed with autism until 2014, so I was 34 years old, so 10 years ago now. So when in the 80s, we didn't know what autism was, so I was just told that I was a naughty kid and my mum was a useless mother. Because you're a different person, you get picked on at school and bullied, and yeah, so it was a hard life growing up.
You sign your golf balls.
Spud 14, so 14 clubs in my golf bag, but you could have autism, my caddy could have autism, I can have autism, the cameraman can have autism, but they're all the autism's different. So we're not all the same. We're all different.
Yeah, you want me to bring it up?
I'm going for gold, never the bronze, I'm breaking the mold.
Well, so you had 8 kids before your accident?
No, it was after the accident.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I couldn't do anything else, so I had to do that.
But speaking in bold, I'm going for gold, never the bronze, I'm breaking the mold. I am LeBron, going for rings, don't do what I'm told.
So when I talk about the golfers out there who are missing limbs, I guess this is sort of my specialist area, really. And I know the likes of Mike Brown reasonably well.
In 2011, I broke my leg on a place called Longmoor down in Portsmouth in England. Didn't think nothing of it. 2 years later, I lost my leg due to an infection which I'd caught in the hospital.
And Mike isn't the only one out here on the G4D Tour who has lost a limb.
I had an accident. The accident was on the 7th of September 1991. I had a car accident. Good?
Yeah.
I took all the impact because I was going downhill, and the lady that knocked into me, she was coming uphill. So the impact was more on my side. So I was stuck in the car. I had to accept the fact that I had to amputate my leg.
I had some trouble with my right knee. Subsequently, we had it x-rayed and it turned out that I'd got bone cancer. And they said, you've got 6 months to live or we amputate.
Tablets, I was on like 56 tablets a day, and my life felt pretty useless at the time. So, you know, without, you know, people knowing, I tried to jump out a window because I just felt useless. You know, that was me done. I'm never gonna have much of a life left, so that was it. And then I seen a poster on the wall for a charity called the On-Course Foundation, who help wounded, injured and sick servicemen rehabilitate through golf. And I gave it a go and fell in love with golf, and that was me reunited with sport. So yeah, that saved my life.
At the time of their accidents and illnesses, the idea of competing on a global golf tour for disabled players would have seemed far-fetched at best. But displaying the same resilience they now show on the G4D Tour, during their recoveries, Mike Brown, Mike Raitt and Robin Singh, like so many others, were determined that the game of golf would still be a part of their lives.
If you accept the fact that it happened, you can't do nothing about it. So you've got to accept it and move on. I was around a lot of people, and people would look at me and say, they would feel sorry for me. I said, you don't have to feel sorry for me. I mean, what are you sorry about? It's life, you could accept it and move on.
Everybody has their difficulties in life and everybody has challenges. Mine's pretty obvious to see. I could have been dead 50 years ago. I've been very lucky. I survived.
There's a lot of things that I do differently and hide from the public eye.
Most part of my back is fused.
It was a battle to actually, be functional at all.
Physically, you might not be as gifted, but mentally, it doesn't mean you can't be a competitor.
So here we go then, a beautiful morning in Dubai for round 1 of 2 at the G4D Tour Finale at the DP World Tour Championship. And this year we'll be crowning 2 champions at the event, 1 for net and 1 for gross.
Guess who's back, fresher than ever. Brand new styles just for your pleasure. I go wild with every endeavor. I stay smart, gots to be clever. Gots to be clever, me go dumb, how about never? Where I'm from is hot, check the weather. I won't switch, but I pull the lever.
As expected, Kip Popert making moves early on, the world number 1. And here's Lachlan Wood from Australia, keeping up with the main man, great birdie. The best female player in the world is also here this week, Daphne van Houten of the Netherlands, who, like a few of the field, has a curved spine, or scoliosis.
Oh, the bigger clap than
Bigger?
It needs to be loud.
Oh, I can't really do that. I try. I had a back operation because of scoliosis, so most part of my back is fused.
I have 4.5 fusions in my spine now, where after 3 operations the doctors had to go in and put some rods and about 16 different screws inside the lower part of my spine to keep it stable and keep my legs working.
I knew when I was like a peanut size in my mother while she was pregnant that I was going to be quite different. There's a lot of things that I do differently and hide from the public eye because I don't want pity or have special treatment.
Well, this is Wayne Persky putting out on 18, a professional player in non-disabled golf before his back problems set in. Curtis Barkley, one of the most familiar faces on the G4D Tour, he had to settle for an opening round of 2 over par. And all of the players were battling the heat out on the earth course.
When I was younger, it was always about like being a young teenager, you want to fit in. Well, I did to a certain point, but I like to stand out and be different in my own end. So for me, as I grew up and got more mature about it, I don't care what anybody else thinks now.
Well, your freaking woman was telling me, oh, you shaved it off. What's wrong? You don't even look the same.
That's right.
And that's why I was like, I'll grow it back for her on the next one. Doesn't take me long.
He looks 10 years old when he doesn't have a mustache.
Oh, okay, well. I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's got baby skin.
1 year later, it was so bad that they said, okay, you need an operation because now it was 50 degrees. It's been tough. There's nothing you can change about it. You just deal with it.
So I live in pain every day, different pressures, eating, sleeping, doing everyday things.
I have great respect for the players who are going out there and playing with or playing through pain. But again, they're doing it because they love the game.
Life for me is waking up and seeing how I feel, and if it's hard, then I do the work that's necessary, but some days are good, some days are bad. We've all worked really hard to get here. And, you know, I think it's about 16 to 20% of the population of the world have a significant disability. And If we can showcase that golf is available for those guys at this level, you might see someone out here and go, you know what, golf's the sport for me.
Hands on the popcorn, it's about to go down. Hold on to your hats, it's about to be a showdown. Moving from the back to the front, give me more ground. Everyone around, I'm performing for the whole crowd. The home team winning, whole team grinning. While they watching from the sidelines, they all sitting. Watch them go to sleep, hope you got fresh linen.
Great eagle by the Irishman, moving him to 1 under par.
You know I was at this year?
Yeah.
Not into the music, but I went to AC/DC in Ireland.
Did you?
They were unbelievable.
I can imagine.
They're like 70, 80 years old, rocking it out.
Yeah.
Lovely. The guys say here I'm the John Daly of disability golf. I'm getting married next year, so need to pay the bills. Heard it's downhill from here.
Here's a question. Do you consider yourself disabled?
No.
When he played his first Edgar tournament, I think he was 17 or something like this. We were playing in Portugal and he was in the lead, level in the lead or one off the lead in his first tournament, and he hadn't been medically assessed. And he spent the day worrying before that round, says, will I pass this medical? I'm not disabled, there's nothing wrong with me. That's his attitude, but to be fair, that's how we brought him up. I mean, you got to go with what you've got, and he's never had a problem being different.
So basically I was born with Ellis von Crevel, which is shorter limbs and shorter stature. From the knee down and from the elbow up is a shorter stature. And was born with a hole in my heart, which was a lot of complications when I was young. But just dealt with it accordingly, kind of didn't let anything annoy me, tried to process a living, and my family were very good, never treated me any differently, went to mainstream school. I enjoyed life. I never really let hurdles annoy me, just got on with it.
Brendan is an example of somebody who's had his disability all their life, and he appears to be incredibly, well adjusted to it. Again, we talk about role models. There was a lad of short stature following Brendan and Kip around in the last round of the G4D Open at Woburn, and was watching every shot Brendan played. In a couple of years' time, that boy will be on the G4D Tour, I imagine.
I think in the world of sport, you need a rivalry, especially what we do. And also, I think it's encouraging for the other players to try and get their game to a level that me and Kip are at. Like you see this week, Lachlan Wood's up there.
Lachlan Wood, a consistently high finisher on the G4D Tour. A fierce competitor who practices obsessively to improve his game.
Big man, you can size it. Big man, you can size it. Big man, you can fight it. But the Lord knows it ain't wise if you try it. Big man, you can size it. Big man, you can size it. Big man, you can fight it. But the Lord knows it ain't wise if you try it.
Remember it like it's yesterday. It was pitch black. When we hit the pole, it sounded like a grenade went off in my face. You can feel glass in your mouth, glass in your eyes, and then it would go quiet again. And then finally it just went dead quiet. And I thought, am I dead, am I alive? I wasn't sure. But over the whole course of the accident and the injury and the way it got shattered, I lost 4 centimetres. The way it compressed and shattered and put it back together and the way it healed. But the big killer was that it took 12 months from when the accident happened. 12 months later, the bones were still as broken as day one. With that infection, it just wouldn't recover. Just so much trauma to the area and that infection holding everything back. I couldn't eat food, couldn't stomach anything. I lost like 20 kilos. I was down to about 45 kilos.
The car accident as a teenager crushed Lachlan Wood's left tibia and fibia in 44 different places. Doctors took muscle from his back and skin grafts from his thigh to save his leg.
you don't get told this at the time, but like the long-term damage that does to your body, it sort of takes its toll. As soon as I got out on day release, I remember I didn't want to go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to cope with what had happened, Wood felt he needed a fresh start.
Packed everything up. Everything I owned went in the back of a trailer and the car and started a new life in a town I didn't know a soul. And the first place I went to was the golf club. You always have those doubts as a kid, like would I have made it? Would I have turned professional? You know, because you see so many good kids fail and so many good kids not see out that path. And you sort of wonder, oh, maybe that was going to be me anyway. But this proves that it wasn't.
But it sounds like your relationship with golf and what it did for your recovery and that, like, potentially could have saved your life, really. 100%,
yeah. Like it saved it twice, really. Like it saved it, and it gave me something to look forward to while I was recovering.
You feel lucky?
Yeah. Sorry.
The man Wood and all the rest are trying to beat this week is the best player in the world, who's been winning events all around the globe. A young man who is confident enough to play in non-disabled tournaments whilst taking disabled golf to new heights.
My name's Kip Popert, I'm from Kent and I have cerebral palsy. Very simply, the type I've got is called spastic diplegia. There's many different grades of cerebral palsy, but it affects my legs, both my legs, and it basically means the muscles in my legs are very tight and contracted. So if you were to do a calf raise and stand on your tiptoes, that's sort of how my calves are the whole time.
Kip is the best, and he's getting better, which is frightening for the rest of the field. He's also a player that the other players look up to. You know, he's a golfer. Like, he is a golfer. He's not, he wouldn't want to be labelled, I don't think, a disabled golfer necessarily. He's a golfer.
Growing up, I did a lot of sport, but people were always deciding for me if I could make the team. I was always in the sports group, but never really in the sports team, and I made the football team. And the school called my parents to say they didn't want me to play because they were worried I'd get hurt. You know, I'd rather get hurt and I'd rather win it and try to score a goal and be rubbish at it, but give it a go. And I feel like as a disabled person, people are always telling you what you can and can't do a little bit. I think maybe having my disability, having my legs, I always say you get bitter or you get better. Like, so what? I've had a few tough moments, but you can dwell on it or you can just go and get better. And I think for me, we only get one life. You know, when I'm 70 years old, I'd love to just know that I made every opportunity count, I guess.
Kip Popert putting out on 18 for a first round of 68 around the Earth course. That was enough to give him a one-shot lead over Lachlan Wood and 3 shots ahead of Wayne Persky.
You'll see shots produced that you would never have seen before. There's guys with one leg that hit it 270. Brendan Lawler, you know, for his stature, he shouldn't be able to be as good at golf as he can. It will blow your minds when you see how good we are.
The quality of the field there for all to see. Stay tuned as we reach the culmination of the G4D Tour Finale. Welcome back to the second and closing round of the G4D Tour Finale at the DP World Tour Championship in Dubai. The sun was still shining as Kip Popert went out for his final round, a shot ahead of Lachlan Wood and 3 ahead of Wayne Persky, with Brendan Lawler not out of the equation either.
Morning.
Hopefully turn up with my A game, and if I don't, make my B game work. You know, and that's what I've done. I've had to live life with my B game.
I love winning, I love competing, I love having pressure. That is the best feeling in the world.
So what an end to the season. It was set to be a head-to-head at the top of the leaderboard between Popert and Wood. But the early starters were determined to show off their skills as well.
I know you're a superstar, a supernova shining, you can see from super far. And they ain't ready, know you're about to hit the throttle on them. Won't see it coming, you gon' come through like a supercar. You're the reason it will last forever. You're the star that's staring back up in the mirror. Cause it's special when you stand out from the rest. When you know that
So in the early stages of this final round, Kit Popert still has a one-shot lead over Lachlan Wood. You can see the capital N next to 3 of the players there. Stephen Alderson leads that net competition. And for the rest of this final round, a different style of commentary, I can hand you over to Tom and Tom from the podcast Golf is Ruining My Life. Take it away, boys.
This is Kit Popert here in Dubai. The golfers are in Dubai, but the commentators, weirdly,
in my basement. We thought we'd be out in the sun. No. Actually, no lights down here.
This is a bittersweet gig, this. I'm delighted to do it, and these guys are incredible. However, it's cold where we are.
Fun that they get a buggy.
This is Mike Brown. This man's got an incredible story. He had an injury on his lower left leg. 2 years he suffered with it in a huge amount of pain. Terrible mental health problems.
And some of the stories of these golfers are absolutely incredible. And I think this is why this event is so important, to give representation and show that golf is for anyone, no matter what your disability is or your level.
So sorry, Matt, I didn't listen to any of that. I was trying to work out, is it left to right or right to left? Left to right.
Breaking right.
Yeah. No, what you just said was absolutely spot on. That's gone on, hasn't it? That's Lucky Wood. It's very hot as well. That is the other thing that you need to know about this. Super, super hot.
Yes, these greens are fast.
Lucky Wood again. Look at that left lower leg. That's where his injury happened. He was in a motor vehicle accident many, many years ago. All right, here we are then. This is Curtis Barkley. A lovely chip there. This man from Canada is a maverick because not only does he hunt his own food, he plays with yellow balls.
You just don't see enough golfers on the PGA Tour using yellow balls.
What's more maverick? Hunting his own food, playing with the yellow balls?
I think it's the yellow ball.
It's the yellow balls, correct. Right, here's Kip. This is the man of the moment.
Man to watch.
This for a birdie. We saw his approach shot just now. Oh, birdie. Way more delicious than any meal. Kit Popert there for a fabulous birdie. Well done, Kit. Very nice.
Kit, baby. What a shot.
Look how cool he looks.
He's not even stressed, is he?
No.
This is the final day.
I'm taking a lot from this, Tom. I hope you're taking notes. All right, this is Mike Brown again. This for the birdie on...
And he holds it. Fantastic stuff.
He
looks like he can handle himself. Do you know what I mean by that?
His story's incredible. He was in the army. He was incredibly depressed with this injury that was a pretty anodyne injury. It just got worse and worse and worse.
Lovely stuff.
Well done, Curtis. Very nice.
You wouldn't know, considering how they're playing, that this is the final day of a 2-day event, which is the whole series, the whole tour has been building up to this.
Yeah.
They look chilled.
They look chilled. It's pretty early on in the round at this stage. We're on the 5th now.
Get your shadow in it. Give it a oh.
I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated.
I try and go as low as I can. Come see it for yourself and yeah, we'll shock you.
This guy is an incredible golfer, Kit Popert. He is the man to watch. Now, he has cerebral palsy, and I've got to say, Tom, just to share a bit of personal story here, my mum has cerebral palsy, and it's just so inspiring seeing him doing this with that condition. It makes me quite cross that my mum was never a professional golfer, if I'm honest.
I don't know what to
No, I know it's hard to come back to that.
I don't even know where to go with that. For the birdie. He's on a bit of a birdie train at the moment, Kip Hoper.
Kip is in a very, very nice position right now. I wonder how he feels with the pressure, though, of being in charge of this round. He is in the lead on the final day. This is Lucky Woods.
Aggressive swing.
Yeah.
If I swung like that, you'd say slow down.
I would say slow down.
Tom, you're swinging too fast.
Yeah, but he's gone for it.
Yeah,
he's just pulled it slightly off to the left.
It's big.
All right, Brendan Lawler. This
long range birdie attempt
from the Irishman. Here it goes. Interesting break left there. He's got to be happy with that.
I'd be over the moon with that.
Yeah.
Really would be quite happy with that. Nice pink top.
That is a lovely pink top. Is it because he's Wayne Persky? Pink Persky? Who knows?
You got. I hate those which are on the line. You've hit the line. You've done the hard work. You've just not given it enough.
He looks furious as well.
So
He's not
angry.
happy.
Do I have to mark that? Lovely white trousers.
Very nice stuff. All right, this is Lucky Woods.
Drop.
Oh no! It looked like it was breaking all the way in.
How frustrating.
Yeah. What you like to do, Lucky, like me, just stand there for as long as possible, hoping that the laws of gravity change.
Just saying,
the ball goes in.
Be better. Yeah. I must be better.
Taps it in there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby for Lucky Woods.
He's not happy with it.
All right. Can Wayne see this one in?
Finish it off.
Of course he can.
And he does.
Of course he can. That meat on the bone is delivered and devoured. Nice stuff there. All right then, Brendan Lawler. This for his par on 7 to stay at 1 under. Very nice, Brendan. Very nice indeed. Fascinating story from this guy as well. The Irishman has done super, super well to get here today, and he's on 1 under par. Very much in the mix and in the hunt.
For back-to-back birdies for Kip. Can you get it done?
Yes, he can. The man from Kent there, going even further ahead on the leaderboard here on the final day in Dubai. And keeping it calm and cool in really hot conditions. He looks okay. He barely looks like he's breaking a sweat. Look at him.
What did we say? He was the man to watch on the birdie train right now. But where does that put us on the leaderboard?
As we can see, Kip has got a 5-shot lead ahead of Wayne Persky and Lucky Wood. But there is still plenty more golf to go as they get towards the back 9. Still to come.
Into the back 9 we go of the season finale of the G4D Tour.
Basically, it's you against the world.
On the course, we're trying to beat each other.
I don't want pity or have special treatment.
That kind of inspires me to get better.
Standing on the stage, got the whole place rocking. It's popping, no stopping. Standing on the stage, got the whole place watching. Vacation, hotel hopping.
then at the leaderboard here at the G4D Tour Series Finale at the DP World Tour Championship in Dubai.
The thing is, there's two different competitions going on. There's a net competition and a growth competition here, which is almost like when we play, and I'm doing a card, also trying to beat you for a sausage roll at the end.
Yeah, that's right, which you always manage to do because I give you about 9 shots a hole. We are Tom and Tom from the podcast Golf is Ruining My Life, and we've been asked to talk you through this fantastic event, and it is so amazing to watch some of these shots. That's a beautiful shot from the Canadian. Look at that.
It's made me realise how bad at golf I am.
Yes.
And I thought I was okay.
Yeah.
And then you see what these guys have been through, and they throw darts like that, and I've got no chance.
I've been telling you for years you're terrible, and now you finally realise.
Yeah.
All it's taken is a trip to Dubai. This chip is my idea of hell. And look at that. He's just skimmed it over the top. I mean, have you ever played a shot as classy as that?
Nope. None of my golf has ever been as classy as that, even with a yellow ball.
If that was you chipping that, you'd lose the ball.
I'd thin it.
This for the birdie for Barkley on 13. After that fabulous tee shot, yes, in it goes. A lovely stroke and a lovely putter he's got there. All right, so this is Mike Raitt. He's actually the handicap secretary, so you can probably enjoy him having a bit of a nightmare here. He's over by the wires, and he's chipped nicely into the green. Nice stuff from Mike there. Not an easy shot for the man from Fox Hills.
He's had to take a penalty, so if he ever give you a handicap cut, that's the man to be angry at.
There you go. This man's a legend. I love Robin Singh.
What?
He's not.
Give it a fist pump.
He's knocked that in. Very, very impressed with that. Nice work, Singh. How are you going to get that ball out, Singh? Oh, he's not.
It's things like that that you just don't see enough of in professional golf. Where are the people who have the grabbers that are out the water?
Yeah.
You ever see those?
You just don't see enough of that.
Where's Rory doing that?
What do you do when you're playing out the wood chip here? You've just got to hit it hard, haven't you?
It's a place I find myself often.
Yeah.
Hit and hope.
Very hard to get any bite when you're coming out of that stuff because that ball's just going to bounce on unless you are, as he is, good at golf.
Wow.
Look at that. That's a heck of a shot, that is.
As if you've ever thought about getting bite or spin on a ball.
If it happens, I pretend I meant to do it. Okay, another nightmare chip there for Wood.
Difficult chip, this.
Hit the hole. Hit the hole.
Oh.
Thanks for coming.
Cash back, baby.
Wow. God, I do believe in you. Sorry for everything. Wonderful stuff.
I'm straight on my phone to whoever's filming this saying, can you have a clip of that ready to go on Instagram?
I mean, I would set up a YouTube channel just showing that.
That one good golf shot. Let's watch it again.
Wow.
Called it and played it.
Incredible.
If I ever overthink a shot like that, like I really think about what I need to do, like he's clearly had to do, guarantee I'm thinning it.
Yeah, it won't happen at all. It's amazing, isn't it? He's thought it and he's done it. All right, this is Stephen Alderson now on 18. He could be about to win the net competition here, so a big moment for Stephen. He's a gorgeous man. I love this guy. He is really, really the beating heart of what this G4D thing is all about. He is a truly inspirational man. He has autism. He and his caddy, Trent is such an important part of his game, and it's just lovely to watch.
He got interviewed and talked about how often he'd been bullied at school and at golf clubs, and it went viral just because it made everyone burst into tears. This is what this sport means to these people. Van Houten, the only female in the competition, rolling one up.
She hasn't. She hasn't.
What a putt.
Fabulous putt there from Daphne Van Houten. Really nice. Well played. Her and her caddy there, just chatting it through. Could the cameraman please go to Stephen, who's going to be putting in? Well done, cameraman.
There
Lovely
it is.
Stuff. Well done, Stephen. Congratulations. Straight to his caddy. Nope. Straight to Daphne. Nice. Stephen?
Did he see Trent there?
Yeah. Do you remember Trent, who's helped you for the whole last 2 days?
It's so funny because Trent has been such a big part of his game, and he's completely parred him. No.
Let's have another look at that. Can we just watch that one more time?
Trent knows that's on camera. He knows it's getting filmed.
Let's have another look. So, here we are. You've won it, but unfortunately no, straight to Daphne. That's because he's a gentleman. Shake hands with your player. Do you like Shania Twain? All right, the leaderboard there confirming the win for Stephen Alderson. A fantastic win in the net competition, but still some business to attend to in the gross competition.
Puppet has been playing really well today. Can he continue that birdie streak on the way in? This is an amazing drive on a short par 4.
Is that his drive?
It's a drive.
It's not.
I'm a firm believer that all par 4s should be driver wedge, and it's nice to see that here in Dubai.
Yeah, that's your approach with par 3s, to be fair. Right, Mike Brown now on the 17th. Nice. He's hit a low ball there. He has to hope and pray that's got spin on it. You know when you thin it and it spins? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a superb shot. Classy stuff from Mike Brown. Has to be a birdie there on 17.
That's the sort of shot that when you hit it feels awful, but then you get that result and you're like, well, it's sort of fine, actually.
After that monstrous drive, this for another birdie. He's a birdie machine, this guy. I think, you know what? I'm not psychic. I think Kip Popert might win this, Tom.
I think he's our man today.
The thing I'm taking from him, and we'll talk about more of this when we do our next podcast, Golf is Ruining My Life, is his calmness and his serenity. He seems very focused, and I love that about him.
He's not kicked his bag over once.
Mike Brown, hold this putt or I'm leaving. Goodbye. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.
Thanks for coming.
Golf is awful, isn't it?
Yeah. Look. Pedal to the floor, I ain't slowing down. You can never stop me, boy, I run to town. Full speed, pedal to the metal now. I fought it from the bottom, learn the art of war. Now I'm sitting on my throne with a golden sword. Yeah, don't challenge me. I'm fulfilling my destiny. This glory was meant for me. My name will go down in history. Nobody can stop me.
Well, the best players in the world put up a good fight, but yet again, they couldn't catch Kip Popert, the world #1, showing just too much quality for the rest of the field. His 5th G4D Tour win of the season, striding towards another title.
Give it all you got till you're sitting at the top.
Here he is then. Kip on 18. This is our champion-elect. We reckon he's going to win it.
You think you'd have to do something pretty awful to lose it, but I can say I've done worse. You've done worse, Tom. You've thrown best scores away on 18, haven't you?
Yeah, once or twice. I don't want to talk about that now. But look, he's safe. There's a lot of peril there, and he has nicely journeyed his way onto that final green. A couple of putts to win it. Yes, Kip, we have been so impressed with him.
He's had such a great round of golf.
This for the par.
You're willing it in, aren't you?
I love him. I think this guy's fantastic.
Go. Not
quite
good enough today.
Never mind.
Really important putt. Be nice to walk off with a birdie to secure his win. Kip Popert.
Yeah. Kip has played some superb golf. He's on the final hole. And I just don't know how you even move your body when you know you're about to win this thing. Like the nerves, the tension. He just looks cool, calm and collected. And you can tell he's about to win because they've put him in slow motion there.
Yeah, the win is slow-mo. And Kip always talks about what an important force G4D is in raising awareness for golf for disabilities and what a win this would be and what a moment for the sport.
And he is a big believer, as we all are, that this should be in the Paralympics as well. That should definitely happen. There he is. A fantastic guy, a fantastic golfer, and a fantastic win for your man, Kip.
In Dubai, I've been Tom Green. He has been Tom Price from the Golf is Ruining My Life podcast. And for the first time ever, golf hasn't ruined our life. What a day.
You know, there's disabled people here that have worked their asses off to overcome setbacks, and then not only just do that, but then to be able to produce scores that aren't normal, that aren't for a disabled person. And you know, if I'm looking at a kid now with cerebral palsy, you meet them at tournaments and it is the best feeling in the world because, you know, I was that kid. The motivation they need to go through the hard operations at 5, 6, 7 years old, no kid should be going through that. No kid should have hardships, and sadly the world isn't all sunshine and rainbows, but if that just gives them a little bit of an oomph and a little bit of motivation, that's all I want to do.
These players aren't out here competing for a paycheck. They are playing for something far more important than that. They're playing for their own honour, of course, but they're also playing to show the world, to show other disabled people that golf is a game for everyone. And if you're out there with a disability and you think you can't play golf, then the message from the G4D Tour is you absolutely can.
It's almost like having one big family. It's just like one happy family. Like no one judges you. You don't judge them.
You're that guy that pulls up at a red light and he's like blaring out like the Sugar Babes.
More like Shania Twain.
Have you got a message for Shania Twain?
I want free tickets for your Las Vegas show and a private plane over.